Hello guys, Viscosums1 here, and I pray that this works. Anyways, as I explained in my update video, I've been concocting up a theory. This bizarre theory is one that shows, well, SpringTrap was not made by Fazbear Entertainment at all. Well, let's just get started with this, shall we? Now, we all know who caused the mess that we figured out in the games, Purple Guy. And if I can zoom this in, there we go, there's a sprite from Five Nights at Freddy's 3. It's a walking derp 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 sprite. Anyways, the Purple Guy. We've always considered him, well, you know, he's a killer and all, and he hurt those poor innocent children and stuffed them into costumes, and he wore Golden Freddy. Well, wore Golden Freddy may not be the case. Now, the thing is, Fall Guy mentions in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, when the night he comes around, this Golden Freddy, that, someone used the spare yellow suit in the back. Now none of them are working right. Well, he used a golden suit, then all of them randomly stopped working. That doesn't really seem like much of a, you know, oh, just make sure I was still recording. Yeah. That doesn't seem like a real reason, isn't it? However, there might be a different yellow suit, as it were. As we all know, there's a SpringTrap, and where's Springy buddy? Oh yeah, right. He's in here. Boop. Let me open up this little PowerPoint that I put together for this occasion. There we go. Ignore that for now. However, let's get to the fact that I stated earlier. Yes, indeed, Purple Guy created SpringTrap. He never was part of Fazbear Entertainment. Let's take a look. Now, here it is. This is the beginning of the death minigames, as you see. Now, here's the thing. You might be thinking, oh, you know, it's Golden Freddy, alright, and SpringTrap was one of the original suits. Well, here's the thing. Why is Purple Guy taking them apart? If you notice, and you might be saying, oh, that's Golden Freddy in the center there, but it's not. Believe it or not, it's Toy Freddy, and there's, Toy Bonnie and Toy Chica alongside him. Now, let's go to the next image here. Now, this image is one that's quite important, to be totally honest. Sorry for my horrible cropping. I mean, I was trying to crop out, the rest of the thing, because it was like I don't even know what it was. I think it was an image that had, like, some extra text attached. So, yeah. Anyways, so there's the last, death minigame. So there's, Toy Bonnie's, bow and stuff, and his head, and Foxy and Freddy and Chica. Now, why would the Purple Guy need to take them apart, unless he was making a decoy? Now, this just might be a bit exaggerated. He may not have needed to literally take them apart like this. However, Phone Guy does state that they weren't working right when that yellow suit, this yellow suit as he called it, was being used. And if you look, there's another screen, this is another screen, that shows there are extra parts for the new ones that are not from the old ones. Now, the Purple Guy must have used the extra parts to cover up the damage that he did to the new ones. And the damage? He took out their criminal reading thing so he wouldn't get noticed. Well, obviously, I mean, he's psychotic as it is, and he could have committed murders beforehand or something terrible before this. So he would need the spare parts to cover up the damage that he inflicted upon the new toy animatronics to make sure that his cover was not blown. Now, Phone Guy. Yeah, I know, he's back in the third game as a whole, you know, caller guy, and he explained, well, not the teenager guy, but he's back in tapes. However, here's what he says, and I quote, hello, welcome to your new career as a performer entertainer for Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. These tapes will provide you with much needed information on how to handle, climb into, climb out of mascot costumes. Right now, we have two specifically designed suits that double as both animatronics and suits, so please pay close attention while learning how to operate these suits as accidents/injuries/deaths/irreplaceable and grotesque maiming can occur. First and most discussed is how to operate the mascots while in animatronic form. For ease of operation, blah blah blah. Alright. Here we go. To change the animatronics into suit mode, insert and turn firmly the hand crank provided by the manufacturer. What is Purple Guy holding there in his hand? He's holding a crank. Now, why would he need why would he need the crank? Well, you'd say, oh, SpringTrap is an original suit. You're wrong. Well, the thing is, I need to get out of this for a moment, back to the old googly goos. So here's the thing. This is Golden Freddy from the second game. Now, people have actually confirmed that Purple Guy may not have used Golden Freddy because of this one particular reason. He still has endoskeleton parts in the feet. If you notice on his lower ankle area, right here, you will see that he still has some endoskeleton areas left in the feet. And he couldn't wear it at all. And, oh yeah, about Shadow Freddy and these two, I'll show that in a sec, but... So there are two specifically designed costumes. Well, Phone Guy also mentions, in a later call... sec. There we go. This is from the Night 5 call, or 4 call. Oh, this is Night 4. Hello. There's been a slight change in company policies concerning use of the suits. Don't. After learning of an unfortunate incident at Sister Location. Now, you may think I'm crazy, but Fredbear's and the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza from the original game, well, from the second game, existed at about the same time. Or these tapes were made for a totally different restaurant that you're not a part of in both games. This Golden Freddy, right here he is, Gold Freddy from the first game, is, oh, I actually have that picture on file too. Give me a moment, folks. I'm very unorganized about this. Here we go. Now you'll see this is SpringTrap, and what's that suit out there? Open. That's open in the picture manager. Here we go. Come on, old computer. I know you're 15 years old and you got a Windows 7 engine in it. Just boot up, will ya? There you go. Anyways, so, to show you this, let's go ahead and adjust this here. Let's brighten this up. And let's zoom in a bit. 400. This game, it don't do it again. It did. Okay, so look at this right here. This is not a high-res image, granted, but do you notice a golden tint about Golden Freddy? It's almost like he's, well, golden. Well, that's because this, in fact, is Golden Freddy. How can you tell? Well, if you... wish I had a little bit of a better image. There it is. That was it right there. There's actually Freddy. It's designed this game, which means that there had to have been two different suits used because this Golden Freddy from the second game was apparently before this Golden Freddy. And also, see this Golden Freddy and see this Extra Freddy. Oh yeah, pay attention to the name of the tag. It's actually quite important. So the file name is Extra Freddy. Why would it be called that? Maybe it's because they had an Extra Freddy Fazbear suit, meaning this is the second spring-loaded suit. The feet and other such things. And let's open it. There we go. Now, if I brighten this up a lot, that's a golden tint. That is golden. And even if you look side by side, let's go ahead and shrink this down a little bit. And you can see the striking resemblance between this Extra Freddy and Golden Freddy. The wires out this ear, the same ear mechanism here, the snout, the eye holes, the microphone, the wires coming out of the arms in the exact same places, even down to the damage on his legs around right here. That must be on the other side out of our view. He even has buttons on himself. So this right here is another Golden Freddy costume, and this is the Golden Freddy costume that hangs around outside your office. In Final Fantasy 3. That's it. Anyways, alright, we still recording? Oh my gosh, we are. Oh wow, this thing's working a lot better than I thought it was. Anyways, another thing you might notice is in the minigame staged 01, you'll see that Golden Freddy is frowning at SpringTrap. And SpringTrap's just playing along. It's almost like the guy in the suit, considering this might have been before the incident where the spring-loaded suit malfunctioned at a sister location, he doesn't belong there. He clearly doesn't belong there. Now, this is getting a lot of information to go through your brains, but here's another thing. See this endoskeleton stuffed feet? Look at the spooky, scary endoskeleton here. He comes out of the box in the prize corner, and he's got blue eyes, kind of like Freddy's. Golden Freddy's, maybe? Yes. The thing is, Purple Guy had to fool everyone to thinking the Golden Freddy suit was used so he could keep on doing what he was doing in order to escape the cops. And that's why he made SpringTrap. He didn't want to use Golden Freddy because he knew it would be too obvious. So he took out the endoskeleton to make it look like he had used it, but there was still one big flaw: the feet. But they didn't notice. Oh no, they didn't notice at the time. And if you notice, that endoskeleton doesn't have feet. He doesn't! Every other animatronic that fills the vents, you can see visibly their legs and feet. This guy here, you don't see them at all. So what could this have possibly mean? Well, not only was Golden Freddy not a part of the conspiracy at all, but extra Freddy's haunting you, of course, and SpringTrap is indeed the Purple Man, and Golden Freddy was there when it all happened. Let's take a look at that spooky, scary guy again. Let's go back into my presentation. Yes. Boop, poof. Anyways, here we go. As you can see, you will see that there is, in fact, this right here. So that is the spring crank. Now, we had to take the endoskeleton out of the Golden Freddy in the third game, the one you see outside your office, or the one from the second game, because he had to remake that spring-loaded compressed suit, and that's the only way he could have fooled the kids. But then, Phone Guy mentions, and I'm going to need to use my internet sources again for this. I cannot remember any of this on the top of my head, so if you thought I was remembering that well, I'm not that obsessed with a fan. Alright. Okay, so I know what the call is. Just gotta find it. Just gotta find it. I know there was a comment on this. Give me a moment, folks. Here we go. It's right here. When using an animatronic as a suit, please ensure that the animatronic parts are tightly compressed and fastened by the spring locks located around the inside of the suit. It may take a few moments to position your head and torso between these parts in a manner where you can move and speak. Do not try to nudge or press against any of the spring locks inside the suit. Do not touch the spring locks at any time. Do not breathe on the spring locks, as moisture may loosen them, causing them to break loose. In the case spring locks come loose when wearing the suit, please try to maneuver away from popular areas before bleeding out, so not ruin the customer's experience. Now when he's laughing, when the purple guy's laughing at your failure, he's breathing on the spring locks on the inside. His chest was moving. His arms were moving. He was victorious. And that's when he died. He had realized his one failure. He had perfected his entire plan, could have gotten away with it, but he couldn't. Because his laughter got the best of him, and he died. Pretty morbid. And let me go back. And that also explains why the toys weren't acting right. And even in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, you'll notice that they aren't as active on the night of Golden Freddy's appearance. Well, occasionally. It depends on when you beat up the game and stuff. All about, like, the game jumbling up the number code and such. Because even when Mark Parr plays, it's not a straight thing every time. But still, it's still an eluding mystery. But I just want to contribute my 2 cents into it. Now, you can try to break this theory any way you can, but I have found that there's no way to prove this as untrue. So, yeah. So not only does it explain why the purple guy breaks down the toys to take out their security system, well, why Foxy was broken, I don't know. But remember, this is the old Foxy, and these are the toys. What's the Mangle doing during all this? Well, I'll explain. There we go. Here's an idea. I almost forgot to pick this up for you. I suck. Spelling. Okay. This is gonna take a while. Oh, there. The Shadow Mangle. Now, this bizarre creature, for those of you who don't really know, she appears... Yes, I know. People are going to be complaining, Mangle doesn't have a gender. Young family's got good thing. Okay. Yes, I know. The Mangle doesn't really have a gender, but honestly, yeah. Come on. Alright, let's use our little extra Freddy thing here. I'm gonna need help from this link, because I have a lot of these open. Alright, might as well cut this down. Cut this down. I already got it with that rant. There we go. Now, if you would please load, we could possibly. Thank you very much. So that's Golden Freddy right there, this extra Freddy. And don't save. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Here we go. Now there's Phantom Foxy, and yeah, Foxy was taken apart. That was the one that was taken apart by the purple guy. Now, where is that Phantom Mangle? Ugh, I saw it. There you go. Phantom Mangle. Illustrious weird. Your buyer isn't she? By the purple. Anyways, but here's the thing: the Mangle wasn't taken apart. She barely caught, as you hear in the game with the 10-1 or whatever it was of her radio garble. Purple guy realized that the Mangle was useless, couldn't contact the police, and couldn't do anything. And that's why Mangle is the only toy animatronic not to be in the bin. Her exoskeleton is, most of it, but still active. Still active. So, that's why the purple guy is SpringTrap, and SpringTrap, well, of course he is. Duh, that's common knowledge! You stupid! No, I'm not. Anyways, the thing is, so, it comes to an end. My theory, at least. So, SpringTrap was not made by Fazbear Entertainment. He was made by the purple guy to fool the kids into going into this safe room. Yeah, another thing he mentions, in case you guys don't notice. So, it says, this is informed all employees that due to budget restrictions, this is when the second restaurant closed down, after the murders that possibly took place in those safe rooms. So everyone's like, oh, brought him into a back room. Well, the phone guy mentions a safe room. What would that safe room even be used for? You want to change the color scheme and performance is slow. I'm sorry, I really don't care right now. Anyways, so the purple guy brought the kids into the safe room and murdered them. And that's why, my friends, SpringTrap is literally a homemade costume. Oh, wait. There's one more detail I forgot. You guys can do the rest of this here because I haven't got too much time left. But, here we go. This last image is something you're gonna notice. This right here is Toy Bonnie's ear. Let me zoom that in a little more. That right there is Toy Bonnie's ear, repainted, because it's the same color scheme. This right here is Toy Freddy, his chest. The hands are Toy Chica's. She was flexible. She was able to hold a plate. The legs were Foxy's, nimble and quick, with the spring-loaded design from the other Golden Freddy you see outside your door. The rest, I could say that he made it for himself. Well, another thing you might notice is, well, this ear's taken apart. Why? Well, he took a couple parts from Toy Freddy, mixed it here and there. Well, Golden Freddy, he took an ear off of Golden Freddy, patched it on, and tried to make it as good as possible. so he could fool the kids. And that's why, my friends, SpringTrap was constructed by the purple guy for the murders of the children in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. That's been 2. Since 2 is a prequel. Yeah, 2 is a prequel. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video and are quite intrigued by this. This is my first actual professional style video. I've never done anything like this, so if you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment, discuss this theory in the comments below. I'm sorry if this is a long video, but there's a lot to explain. A lot of unprofessionality on my part, but anyways, this is Costumes1 signing off, and thank you so much for watching. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, etc, etc, etc. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.